CapEx Sales presents Pressure Decay Leak Testing 101. The definition of pressure decay leak testing is pressurizing a test part and measuring pressure loss over time. Pressure decay is a preferred technology for most leak test applications. The best strategy for developing a repeatable pressure decay leak test is to calibrate the test circuit utilizing a calibrated leak or flow standard and a known good part. The most confusing aspect of pressure decay is that we are using a pressure loss to determine a flow rate. The units for pressure are PSIG, typically, pounds per square inch, and the units for measuring flow, standard cubic centimeters per minute, or SCCM. So we've got a pressure, and we're converting the pressure loss with pressure decay to a flow rate. This unit conversion is possible because we do a calibration with a known leak. So keep in mind that pressure decay leak testing is volume dependent. Now this means that if we calibrate to a basketball, we can only test basketballs. We can't test soccer balls. I only use that as a reference because we obviously know that a basketball is larger than a soccer ball. So it's a good visual. I want you to think about it this way. We have a circuit where we pressurize a tractor tire to, let's say, 10 psi. We pressurize a bicycle tire on a different circuit to 10 psi. Each of these tires has a 5 SCCM leak. So they're both flowing at the same rate. Which of these tires do you believe will lose pressure more quickly? So the bicycle tire, because it is much smaller and has a much smaller volume than the tractor tire, is going to lose pressure much more quickly. So again, just trying to get you a visual on why pressure decay leak testing is volume dependent and how important volume is, or maintaining the same volume is, for pressure decay leak testing. So in other words, if you change out a test line because it's broken or whatever, and you change it from 2 foot to 3 foot, then you need to recalibrate. So anytime you have a potential effect on the volume of your part, you will need to recalibrate your system. So something else to keep in mind is that anything that affects the pressure in the test circuit is going to affect the repeatability of the test. So all that the CTS instrument is doing is measuring pressure change in the test circuit. So that's something to keep in mind. Anything that affects the pressure of the test circuit is going to affect the results of the leak test. So it'll totally affect the repeatability. Always have to keep that in mind. So what are some of the common changes or common issues that cause the pressure change or cause repeatability issues in pressure decay leak testing? The number one, without a doubt, is temperature. So temperature changes can significantly impact the test results. I want you to think of it this way. You put a milk jug out in the sun. What happens? The heat from the sun heats up the milk jug. The air inside expands, right? So that's why it blows up like a balloon. So this is no different for your test circuit when you test hot parts. The air inside is going to heat up, and therefore the pressure is going to rise, and it's going to totally jack up your results. So the system air pressure fluctuation can affect your repeatability of tests as well. So think of it this way. You've got a cylinder that is pressurized, and it is holding your part into a seal. If that cylinder has a pressure fluctuation that causes it to relax slightly, that is going to change the volume inside the part. And like I said, anything that affects the pressure of the test circuit is going to affect the repeatability of your results. So keep that in mind. Any pressure fluctuations of test circuits of cylinders, of the system in general, could create some repeatability issues. And they're very difficult to track down. So that could be a problem if you're suffering from repeatability issues. All right, so to summarize, pressure decay is a volume-dependent test requiring calibration. Anything that affects the pressure of the circuit will affect the repeatability of the test. Please contact CapEx Sales for more detail or additional training regarding leak test technologies. We provide turnkey leak and functional test solutions and represent the largest leak test company in the world, Cincinnati Test Systems. Visit us at capexsales.com. We have a blog where we talk about personal development as well as different challenges to overcome for engineers in the manufacturing world. Have an awesome day.